Welcome back. With us now is Patrick M. Ardis of Wolf Ardis PC. We're talking about tort reform. You know, we've gone through what a tort is, sort of the reforms on this, and the big question of what are you trying to fix? What is it that your claimant's broke? And I think one of the really important things with this that we covered is only 2% of cases that are filed make it to a trial. And then there's an interesting statistic you've shared with me in regards to what is the size of one of these jury verdicts?
Well, you know, in Tennessee, looking at some fairly recent information, we have jury verdicts on the high side, or the average jury verdict, I guess is the best way to put it, $60,000, $65,000, which by any stretch of the imagination is not a runaway jury. Excuse me, Mr. Grisham. But the truth of the matter is, we are not broken. The system has worked very well. It's an ancient system. 12 people in the location making the decision based on the law from an unbiased judge, a great judiciary. We're blessed in the great state of Tennessee by having a bunch of honest men and women who sit on that bench. And all that's been laid asunder because of political changes. I don't understand it. I don't see what the goal is.
Yeah, and it's interesting to me because, you know, when a politician makes a comment about legislating from the bench or whatever on that and wants to say, oh, it's the smoke screen as far as let's blame somebody else. But on a regular routine, we will see the appellate courts, in an opinion, invite the legislature to fix a hole in the law. I had one that came out last week from my office on an order of protection in divorce. It turns out we have no appellate rights of them until the divorce is finalized. So in this, we have a state legislature that it's no big deal if somebody kills their spouse because they didn't get an order of protection. We don't want to fix that, but we want to keep people from bringing tort claims.
Yeah, we're going to tune up an engine that doesn't need tuning up while allowing 4 flat tires to remain on the car. Wrong priorities, you know, perhaps is the best way to put it. But let's go back to the simple concept. We have 3 branches of government, the administrative, the legislative, and the judicial. In balance, that was the whole concept, to keep everybody honest. And let's talk about judicial legislation. Civil rights, women's rights. Name all the horrible things we've seen from the bench besides equality and the protection of a simple document called the Constitution of the United States, and ancient and inherited rights. So tell me, please tell me, in a system that relies on checks and balances, tell me, show us, show the people, where there has been legislation from the bench that hasn't been for the good at the end of the day of all, and show me any in the state of Tennessee. I haven't seen any. I've been at this for 38 years, proud to be a trial lawyer. That's what I do. I don't have multi-million-dollar verdicts in the great state of Tennessee on a daily basis. I can tell you from my clients, I wish I did. But we're balanced. We've got a system that works. 97, 98, 99% of the time, that jury gets it absolutely dead right. You know what I tell the young lawyers in my firm? I bring them down to one of the open courtrooms. I say, okay, put 12 of your relatives in that jury box, your mom, your dad, your uncle, and aunts. Now stand right here and look right at them. Now lie to them and see if you can get away with it.
Right.
It won't work. The citizens will do their job and do it right.
And that's where I think, in the case of our elected officials, the citizens need to look and question and ask them questions about why is this your policy and this and that, and really think about it before they go to the polls.
See, funny that, isn't it? Elect me to be your representative because you're not capable of protecting yourself.
Yeah. And I think that really sums up their policies. And unfortunately, our time is up for this edition of Legalese.
Thank you for the invitation.
So I'd like to thank our guest for taking time out of his busy schedule and being with us and sharing his thoughts and insights. If you would like more information about Legalese or any other program on GHS TV, please refer to our website at www.ghstv.org. Thank you for joining us today, and be sure to join us next month for more discussion on legal topics. Until then, I am Vince Perryman, and thank you for watching.